the road just ends.
This is the story of my life lately. But in my spare time at the farm, I'm making the most of it. I've been invited to try the food made from the high quality products that these guys import.
It's warm, you have to have it now. And we do our own butters. That is a Romesco butter, compound butter. Romesco is a typically Spanish sauce made with peppers. The second one is called cowboy butter. So it's also our local herbs and a secret heart clogger there called bone marrow. So this is just a balsamic reduction and this is like our local honey.
There's just something different about home-cooked bread. While the salad has foie gras, which I probably just totally mucked up the pronunciation of.
This one is a lumaconi, so it's a shell. So we also carry different kinds of pastas, and it's cooked a la vodka. So we cook down the tomatoes and caramelized onion. That's one of my favorites because it's just simple. This is basically like 4 ingredients.
Mains were one of their ribeye steaks with this delicious, creamy, buttery sauce and this awesome local chili sea bass with black rice. There are good and bad things about being in the city. That food last night was awesome. That's just the stuff they just want me to try some of the stuff they sell there. That's what they do there. They just cook up the stuff they sell, put it together into delicious food like that. Really, really good stuff actually. You can see some of the steaks come from all over the place, all over the world. Good quality stuff as well. Yeah, I'm leaving Daot, back up to the farm again today because there's a bit of work to do. And then, I don't know, let's see what else we do. Don't know yet. Haven't decided. Traffic, that's the first thing to battle. 20 minutes later. I like life in the province, but getting there is an interesting thing. Eventually, I escaped it entirely. Bypass roads, new roads. I like these because I can avoid the rest of the traffic. I think they're building one, which will go all the way from the other side of Daot this way. The struggle of my life. Trying to get out of Daot, the struggle of life. That's alright though. This stuff here, I think, is old banana trunks, which they've turned into something flat. I think you can turn it into like, I'm not sure what you can turn it into, plywood or something like that. I saw there's loads more up there. Is he letting me pass? I don't know. Yes, there's more there. Okay. Trunks. I'm not sure what you do with them. I heard you can make like wood and other stuff like that from it. Don't know, maybe it's pulp. I guess it might be pulp, right? It's kind of soft. It's a herb. Everything has a life cycle, because I heard bananas don't last very long. Bananas, after a few years, you have to cut them and start again. So, yeah. The grass grows so quickly, it keeps raining here, apparently. It's been raining for 3 months straight, so it's good for the plants. And just for the plants. Kwaon. Oh, madaot man ang kuan dahon, no?
Oh, mamatay man ha.
So you might remember before they used to do something, I called it abripuno, or they called it abripuno. I didn't make that up. It's not my first language, I don't think I could make it up. So they really cleared around the trees. You can see those kind of circles are still there. All they've done today is not scrape up the ground, but they've just kind of got at the grass to get the grass away from the trees. And of course they've pulled up these climbers. They've pulled them off the plants as well because they'll do all kinds of things to the leaves. But you can also see there's some new shoots already, and they're good sized leaves. That's from that foliar fertilizer. There's some flowers as well. I just got attacked by a bee, so obviously something's happening good. It's all a kind of a continuous cycle of life. You see different sized fruit on the trees, different sized leaves, you see new ones, old ones. I like it. I like it. on the other side, landslide area that was replanted 1 week ago or 10 days ago. They were all replanted there. They've lost their leaves, they've dropped the leaves because those leaves were going a bit bad, but they said they're really alive and they're going to grow new leaves. That's what happens, that's the cycle of life with them. When they get planted in the ground again, they lose the old, bring on the new. Right here you can see, luckily, the ones that are grown, they're rooted well, have held the soil together, but the newly planted area has been a small landslide. I think 4 are lost. We'll survive. That's like, this area is difficult for that. You have this kind of slope, and I noticed this area here has very loose soil, and underneath is, I saw it, it's like direct to bedrock. It's difficult.
The good thing about this work is it's much quicker than the old work. Actually a large part of the expense last time was just doing the Abri Bruno, just ground weeding around the plants. At least now it's quick, easy. Let's go have some lunch. They've done half already. It's 10 o'clock. Ui, what a grand. Sabaw, not a good matter.
It's not good if the area's flat all the time, if the soil's not well drained, as in there's no canals, because the water stacks up, it overloads the roots, which you can see are quite shallow, and basically just drowns it. So it's not good to have too much water.
In the neighbouring town of Loreto, I'd heard about something new.
I'm gonna come back at night. I need to find some food still. Don't know where. That's pretty cool though. Oh, there's one right across here. I might go there.
Good call.
Loud noises. There's so much music going at night, actually. This is really cool. Lights up at night. I know what they've modelled it on. Singapore, of course. But it's cool in its own way. I like things like this. And this food, there's a lot of food. Let's try it. It's still hot. Single, like 250 pesos a portion. I thought, oh, it might be small. No, it's big. Oh, it's awesome. Really, really good. Really, really good.
A good ending before another morning of work the next day.
It looks like this morning the sun might finally come out after 4 days. The perfect mix, of course, is sun and rain. But we've had too much rain, a lot of rain, and so the last stuff we sprayed, we had the flowers come out, but not as many as we'd like because there's not been so much sun. So hopefully this stuff it's going into the soil first to kind of let the plants adjust to it, condition the soil at the same time as well. I've seen the results of this, or I've seen photos of the results of this stuff, and it's very, very good, all naturally based, kind of vermicast base, and then some other stuff mixed in with it, which makes it very, very potent and powerful. Because the guys working here, they only know the synthetic chemical fertilizers. That's what they've used before. I'd rather not, because I know what happens to the soil when you use that long term. So,
Tuba. Bahalina.
With a spare 36 hours, I decided to go for a road trip.
this fertilizer, pure organic, really is pure organic, is kind of the sign for the next phase. The fertilizer I was using before was good, but it was really good for supporting growth. In terms of this next stage, it's a mix of growth and also it's fruiting. But the fruiting brings growth, that's the thing. We need the plants to grow outwards, so fruit is going to help that by making it heavier, making the branches heavier. It'll kind of help it to go that way. And of course, if the plants are not fruiting, then there will be no growth. growth is the first part of the fruiting. It grows the slingsings, the new shoots. So that's what we're doing there this time. I haven't sprayed any of that stuff yet. I haven't put anything yet for it. Oh, the dog. That dog is living his best life. Legend. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought now. But yeah, so that's why we're doing it that way. We didn't spray anything. It just, the fruiting just started naturally. But now we need to use something that will kind of induce that a lot more. So, that's that one. I also found out earlier that there's a large area that, because of the fertilizer 2 weeks ago, and also I guess some of it was just mist, there's a load more fruit there. There's quite a bit more, but it's just a small volume that I can sell somewhere locally. That's fine. The price is going up already, which is nice. It's already 3 times what it was in January. So yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be good. I now have a spare day, because it's Sunday tomorrow, to go and do something. So for old time's sake, I'm gonna drive this, except fuel's twice the price, which I keep thinking about now, across to neighbouring Surigao del Sur, because it's only that way somewhere. It's like a couple of hours away. It's fine, very manageable, and the weather's good. Most importantly, the weather's good. I like about the highways of Agusan del Sur, even though I get slowed down by them often, like right now, because I can't overtake, is you see all the produce of the province. Even, well, Falcata is pulpwood, right? Manage. Oh, that's a big hole in the road. Commodity driving. They're turning this into 4 lanes. Finally. It's going to be awesome. And as you can see, when it's only 2 lanes, people almost have head-ons very, very often.
There are some good sections. Other parts, yeah.
I always try to be so nice about it, but the truth is that large sections of it, I'd rather drive on gravel. But no. But I'm still definitely not going to come down here tomorrow when I come back.
But then I turned off the main road.
So we're now climbing up into a palm oil plantation. Agusan del Sur has a lot of that as well. It makes me remember why I do like this province a lot.
It's a massive palm oil plantation. I think it stretches from Rosario all the way towards San Francisco. I forget how many hectares. If it's the same one, it might be the joint Malaysian venture. I'm not sure entirely. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view of the plains below. And this is going to go up into the mountains now. Hey! Hey! Ah, very good. Asa ka padulong? Sa kuan? Poblasyon?
Poblasyon sa Rio.
Oh, sabi.
Asa ka muli?
Sa kuan, Tagbina lang.
From the legendary Manong of the palm oil plantation, we hit fog.
Limestone roads. I must be almost in Surigao del Sur. Oh, chicken. Yes, I am. It's Tagbina now. The thing with these limestone roads are they're well graded, they're pretty flat. They're very, very good actually, and I really would rather drive this than the highway.
But adventures never end that easily.
That bridge is legendary. I want to get a shot of my truck going across it, but I have no tripod. Damn.
And one of the smoothest limestone roads of all brings us into Tagbina.
Bibiani pizza. It shouldn't work, but it does. It really does. Back here again, Club Safari. I came here on my second vlog, but this was like wooden and native materials. Now it's, I still like it, it still looks cool. Concrete, it's more solid. Oh, I miss this pizza. Oh, I love the floor, but mostly I love the art. Awesome, okay. Oh. Seashells, isn't it? Rain stopped at least. Sorry, I've hardly been around since Christmas or so. Just life. Life has got in the way. The rest of life, doing stuff that maybe feels kind of repetitive. I mean, the farm, yeah, it is very repetitive actually, but it's going somewhere. We're getting there. So I'm just taking a day to kind of put my mind back in the right place, doing the thing that I know does that. So let's do it. I'm gonna wander around tomorrow, because I can.
I'm on the highway this morning. I haven't taken this way in ages. I normally take the shortcut. Why not? For the memories. The memories, except I don't remember a year this wet. It's really grey and I don't know, I've been coming up this way since I think 2018-19, and it used to be a place where I relaxed and got my mind in order, and then I could actually think about doing stuff, which is what we all need to do sometimes. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll see. We'll see. Down there is Enchanted River, all kinds of other beautiful stuff, but not on a day like this. I'm going to avoid it today, I think.
So instead I took a road somewhere I'd never been, but there was a problem.
There was a sign that said it's here.
I don't know. This is very, very classic. I mean, that's a watercourse, not a path. The sign point is here. The location on Google Maps is also down here. But the road just ends. You see? It's not done.
Anyway, it's now raining again, and I haven't bought any kind of plastic to cover myself. And most importantly, the cameras, so it's not going to happen today. I'll go there another time. Oh my, the greatest plans, the greatest of intentions.
Continuing my tour of memory lane, welcome back to Mangagoy.
Overlooking Mangagoy itself, this place is called Vista del Mar, and actually, remember the guys from Bibs? That's how long I haven't been here. They've had this place for like almost 2 years, and I haven't been back. That coastal road down there, which seems to be quite a trend at the moment in the Philippines, wasn't there at all. So it's a long time since I came back to like local areas that I always used to.
Classics like nachos, this awesome seafood chowder, and of course, the legendary pizza. Across the mountains and onwards. Let's do this again.
I didn't expect to be back here doing this today. We were meant to actually harvest yesterday. There's not much left here really. There's just a few ripe ones, and then there's some which I think were missed last time. And then since we put fertilizer, have suddenly come too. So there's not that much. So I agreed to sell to a local buyer who was going to sell on. It got cancelled yesterday. Simply because of the weather, because where they load there, where they reload, they load from one truck to another, it's just on the road. So if it rains all day, they can't do it because it'll get wet. So they got cancelled, and they said today would harvest. So I messaged this morning and they said no, it'll be tomorrow now because they have alternate days loading. And in the end, they did load yesterday at 10 a.m. when it got hot, when the sun came out yesterday. I did wonder. So I don't know how long this will last if I wait for that. It's a small enough volume I can just take to Davao and there's enough people who can dispose of it. So we'll do that instead.
This is really becoming familiar.